Hi, it's Nick on December the 4th. I thought for this week, rather than the theme for this week is actually pivotal poems. I don't know whether you've had this experience, but particular poems have come into my life at particular times and have just made all the difference to me. They've been just the words I needed to hear at the right time. So what I'm going to do this week is share a poem a day that's been pivotal to me at some point in my life, and just share a little bit about how and when it was pivotal. So when I was still selling computers in the 1980s, in my kind of mid to late 20s, I started doing some men's work, going to men's workshops down in Dorset in the UK with somebody called Robert Bly, who was an American poet, and had also written a book called Iron John. And on these retreats, he and his fellow presenters started reading some poems, and just some of the poems had such a deep impact on me. It was almost like they reminded me that I had a soul. So here's one of the first poems that I remember Robert reading. I think he'd translated this. This is from Kabir, who's a mystic poet. And the poem is called This Clay Jug. So I'll read the poem to you, and then I'll tell you what I so love about it. Inside this clay jug, there are canyons and pine mountains, and the maker of canyons and pine mountains. All 7 oceans are inside, and hundreds of millions of stars. The acid that tests gold is there, the one who judges jewels, and the music from the strings that no one touches, and the source of all water. If you want the truth, I will tell you the truth. Friend, listen. The God whom I love is inside. I love that poem, because it's talking about the richness of who we are, of what's inside each of us. And what was so pivotal for me at that time, this was probably about 1986, 1987, was that I'd been brought up in Methodist tradition, where the whole idea of, a God or a creator was outside. And just those last couple of words, the God whom I love is inside. I remember it almost having like a visceral impact on me, that when I heard those words I went, God inside me? It was like, one of those pivotal moments of, I suppose you'd call it awakening in a way. It's like, wow, there's divinity in me, there's God in me, there's something amazing in me. So yeah, that's why this poem was pivotal for me, and why I still love it. I still get kind of goosebumps when I read it today. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to post the poem underneath the video here, so you can see it. And I'll be posting a poem each day this week that's been pivotal to me at some point in my life, and I hope you enjoy them. Some of them you may already know, some you may enjoy hearing again, and some you may be hearing for the first time. But I'll explain also why they've been pivotal to me. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this. I'll be back tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye.